All right, tonight we are making nachos for dinner. Remember, all we have is just the electric skillet, so let's see what we can do. I did start by preheating it. I've never done this before either, so I don't know if it's going to be a success or a fail. I have Tostito scoops, and what I plan to do is kind of use this like an oven. So I'm just going to line the bottom of the pan. And again, I have this on warm. Tony. So just put them all down here on the bottom. I do have limited ingredients. I know you guys have heard that a lot in every single video, but you know, we're living in a hotel, so very, very limited ingredients. Now today we did get a Costco membership, and check this puppy out. It's 3 pounds of chips. Then we got honey bunches of oats and this huge bag of Cheetos too. Oh my God, I can't wait. I did have to tell Anthony that just because it's there, and I'm telling this myself too, just because it's there doesn't mean we have to eat it every day. And it is a lot cheaper to go to Costco. I was definitely impressed. So thank you all who, those of you that recommended Costco. We really liked it. Tony got beer, local beer from there too. So he was pretty excited with the selection. And there was also like hard liquor there, which I've never seen before at like Sam's Club. So anyway.
No hand sanitizer.
No hand sanitizer, no Clorox wipes, you know, all that stuff. So now that we have our base, typically I would use refried beans, but I don't have that right now. So I'm just gonna use black beans and just make it rain on them Tostitos. Anthony's laughing at me. Okay. So not too much, because Anthony gets really gassy.
Oh, you're not supposed to say that on camera.
Looks like deer poop.
That's awful, Tony. All right, so we're just we're going to build on this. Now, if you remember, we made steak yesterday, so I chopped it up really smaller than bite-sized pieces. And now I'm just gonna put it on top, and I'm gonna use my hands since they are clean. Now, when we come back from the store, I don't know if any of you guys are doing this, but I'm like sanitizing the bags, the countertop, my reusable bags, everything, because you just never know. Plus, I have a compromised immune system, so I'm not trying to mess with that. The only Corona I want is out of a refrigerator. Okay, so I used up all the steak. And now that I have all of this here, then I can add the onions, the tomatoes. And hopefully this is really good. Oh, and there's cilantro down there too. I forgot about that. So much easier to use my hand. I am a very messy cook. Tony's the cleaner cook of the two, and his food is also better. I do admit that. But as you can see, it's kind of coming together now that I'm adding the cilantro here. Now, I do have a few friends out there that don't like cilantro, like Kat. She says that it tastes like soap. She used to say that back in Germany. I don't know if she still feels the same way, but I remember she used to say that she loved my guacamole because I wasn't using cilantro, but the reality was that there was no cilantro there at the commissary, so I didn't use it then. So now I'm gonna add the tomato. Again, we're just making this here in no particular order. You can add whatever you like. I know some people don't like tomatoes, but we do. We love them. Even if they're super expensive here, that's okay. So there. Now I am gonna wash my hands, so I'll be back. Now that my hands are clean, I'm going to add some Mexican cheese. This is all we have right now. So I'm going to Just use a lot of cheese because you know cheese is amazing. Now the supplies were very limited at the commissary when we bought cheese, so this is all we could get. As you can see, I am adding a lot of cheese. Now this is going to give us a lot of leftovers. We probably will eat the rest of this for dinner tomorrow or maybe for lunch. So now that it's all in there, I'm just gonna cover it. And I'm gonna put it on like 200 and keep an eye on it, see what happens. And then I'll be back in just a moment.
Finding the dude's gonna be hard.
All right, so we are back. This is ready. I have some avocado here on the side that I'm going to be using, as well as some of this cacique sour cream. It's really good. And some of that roasted salsa that we made yesterday. And I'll show you how I'm going to put this together. Now, because we do try to watch what we eat, I know you can't tell by all the cheese that we just used. But we use smaller plates, not the big dinner plates. I think these are salad plates or dessert plates. I don't know, but we like to use these. These I actually got at the Goodwill for $2.99, so that we don't have to keep using reusable plates. I just feel better about it. So this is ready if you want to come take a look. And now what I'm gonna do is just find a way to scoop this out without making a giant mess. Like I said before, I am a very, very messy cook, so I wouldn't be surprised if half of this ended up on the counter or on the floor. Typically the first one's the hardest. All right, so there's the first one. So that's the first one. Then I'm gonna come back and add all of the toppings. I'm done with this lid, so I'm just gonna put it there. Now, it's gonna be a little bit easier to just kind of scoop the center here.
Hey, before you go.
There we go. There's our second plate. And then I'll come back and do the third. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna start with the sour cream, and I'm just going to add some here. It doesn't have to be fancy unless you want it to be fancy, of course. And then I'm gonna add some salsa.
And then it's gonna let you go a lot faster. Yeah, for your walk speed and your jump power. Is that due to purpose?
This is Tony's plate, so he will probably end up using a lot more later, since he likes everything to be super spicy.
Oh my God.
And then the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add a little bit of avocado there on top. I'm not gonna add any salt to mine, but maybe Tony or Anthony will add a little bit of salt on top, since I feel like everything is already, you know, pretty good in sodium. All right, and there it is. We have nachos a la skillet. There it is.